Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful week so far, and I am so excited that we are in the festive happy season, and I am looking forward to sharing my holiday decor with you, my Christmas decor. So I have seen the buzz, and I think I mentioned this before on one of my platforms, but I've seen, at least in my algorithms with on all my social media platforms, that the trend is the Ralph Lauren Christmas, and I absolutely love it. I'm here for it, but I have to say, your girl did Ralph Lauren Christmas for the last 2 years. And while I still would have loved to continue it, I mean, I still have all of the decorations that kind of go with it. I had, with my tree the last couple of years, a beautiful tartan ribbon that was intertwined throughout the Christmas tree, a big green velvet bow. It really leaned into the plaids and the tartans and things like that, and it was absolutely beautiful. But this year, I think it was a combination of things. I think that, for one, we are dealing with a creative person, me, and that means oftentimes that I like to switch things up. So that was the first sort of variable that went into this. And then the second variable is that, as you all know, of course, we moved about a month ago into this new house. And as you know, we were walking the space and slowly moving in, and we closed on the house about 3 to 4 weeks before we actually moved in. I started to get a sense and a feel for not only inside the house, but outside of the house, the surroundings, my neighborhood, and it felt different. I certainly think Ralph Lauren Christmas would fit really, really well in here. I may go back to it at some point in time. But I wanted to try something different. It's certainly a style that I've never done before with any of my Christmas trees or Christmas decor, but I'm absolutely over the moon with it. So what you can probably see behind me here is I've done more of an earthy tone, like a moody tone palette with the tree. So also, this is our first year, at least since when Mr. Lyons and I have been together, that we don't have a real tree. I think that we came to a very unanimous realization at the end of the of the Christmas season last year that real trees were just extremely hard for us to manage in the house with 4 dogs. As it is, we have to only put non-breakable ornaments on the trees, because if they start moving around or playing and bump into it, ornaments would break here and there and everywhere. So that's, one thing that we have to keep in mind. And then it was with the needles, and I felt like it was dangerous to them. Our dogs are getting older. We just don't need another thing and another vet visit, if you know what I mean. So I leaned into these earth-toned ornaments, and that is because, and we'll tour around the house a little bit, but as you may have seen from the new house tour video, we have these really beautiful wood beams on our ceiling. So I kind of wanted to lean into that and the sort of the tones within the house. So I have some like chocolate velvet ornaments, some glossier ones, acorns. I have these wood ones, which seem to work with a lot of the wood that's in the house as well. Burgundy bows, because I still wanted to give it that feminine touch as well. Mr. Lyons is a very good sport. And some other things, but I have to say these are my absolute favorite. I've been wanting to do this for so many years. This has been on my Christmas Pinterest board for years. I just never could quite make it work or fit, but I love these dehydrated, I hope that you can see these, ornaments of oranges that I love, and I have them in clusters going down our banister as well. I love them so much. So this has been a fun addition too. And I have to also say, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't like stars on top of the trees. I don't like how it looks. I feel like it's always like top heavy, or it's wonky. Angels or something else. I think the only way I would put a topper on the tree is if it was an heirloom. Or something like that. Not necessarily in my family, but if I was maybe antiquing or thrifting and I saw a beautiful sort of something like a spire of sorts for the top of the tree that made sense, I would do that. So I've just kind of left it alone. So it is kind of a, let me see if I can give you the top of the tree here. It's just like that, and I'm good with it. Now, when I did the Ralph Lauren tree, I had a big velvet bow there that just sort of cascaded, and then the tails cascaded down. And that was lovely, and that makes sense. It doesn't make sense for this tree. I just cannot imagine a topper for this tree that would make sense, and I thought, well, maybe I would find some natural evergreens or twigs and stick it on the top. But that just hasn't happened, and we're only a week out of Thanksgiving, but I have to say I have a threshold, and when I finished decorating, which was the Saturday after Thanksgiving, like, I was done. I don't know that I can keep adding at this point anymore. Never say never, but we'll see. I was thinking about going to my local floral wholesale shop and getting some natural elements to get that vibe going again, and just sticking them in here and there. And I did go the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving, and nothing was there quite yet that wasn't just evergreen, and that just didn't seem to make sense to me. So anyway, this is the tree, and then we have, let's see if I can bring you down here. So here we have just the nice basket to surround the tree instead of a tree skirt. Now, when I sit on the couch, I'm sitting on the floor with you now. When I sit on the couch, I sort of get this negative space here, and I don't know if you can tell and see. Is it just me? But it bothers me. So what I'm gonna play around doing is I have this nice, more earth tone tartan. It's less of a Christmas tartan, but I think I'm gonna use this to fluff up in there. I have to put something else on the bottom to lift it up, because I think that will work really nicely and give it some nice balance and work with all of the ornaments that I have going here. So yeah, let me know what you think. But I think I'm gonna put something under there to bolster it up, and then maybe when I'm sitting on the couch, then I won't be quite so perturbed. But yeah, let me show you the rest of the house. Oh, Molly says hello. Hello, sweet girl. So you can see I have a row of poinsettias that I love, big and bountiful. Those are the ones from Costco. I have what I call my naked tree, and of course you'll be able to appreciate these lights much better in the evening, but looks like it's having a hard time focusing. A little wreath, that is my laundry area, and I love this wreath so much. I have doctored it up so well. I used to do real wreaths, and this is now an artificial one, just because by the time Christmas came, it would get quite crispy. Though this front door doesn't get direct sun like my previous front door used to, but I love the use of the different velvet bows here, kind of in the gold, in the hunter green, in two different widths. And of course, I really love this ribbon here that just says Noel, going all the way down. Let's head on inside. Here we are being greeted by sweet Molly. And like I said, it's a gloomy day, so I'm gonna have some lights on in here for us to all see. But let's head into my office, which coincidentally, once the decorations went, my office decor, I think, is nearly complete. So you see I finally have artwork there that's been sitting behind me for quite some time. I restyled the shelves. However, I'm going to move my printer to this side, because you'll see this, right? Guests will see this as they walk past my office through the house, and I don't think looking at a printer is the nicest view. So I'm going to switch it for sort of what I've styled down here, which is more books and some artwork. But here is that lamp I showed you earlier. I cut the cord. I have the battery operated light, you see, with the magnet, and it works so perfectly. Now this tree here used to be an arcasita, and we needed a slim one, but I think it works perfectly in this window here because you can see it from the street. I did have to prop it up because you couldn't really appreciate the entire tree from the street. But this way, actually, we got home from a Christmas party yesterday, and as we were approaching, Mr. Lyons commented on how lovely the windows looked because you could see the tree from there. So this tree I have made sort of our sentimental ornaments. So this will forever ring true as my favorite ornament for all time. My youngest child made that when they were in catechism or CCD, or for any of you who were raised Catholic, that's sort of religious instruction you go through, and it was Christmas time, and these little styrofoam pieces were separate, and the children were to make angels out of them. This was the little dress and the hands. Well, this was supposed to be the angel's hair, but my darling child, and let me say this, they are an artist now, so this makes perfect sense. Here we have our Disney ornament because we have been Disney pass holders forever. Same child artist made ornaments of the dogs a few years ago. That's Zoe. Zoe always has a smile on her face. That's Fred Rogers. And this is Molly, and Molly's always upside down looking for belly rubs, so it's so sweet. Here is my personal favorite. It's my, let's see if it's coming to focus, Mary Poppins shoe ornaments. Anyone who knows me knows that Mary Poppins reigns supreme in my heart and mind, and always will be. As you can see, I even have the, there she is, the little vinyl there, my umbrella. We always have to have a hot dog because as refined as my husband's palate is for all types of food, his favorite food of all time is hot dogs, are hot dogs. So there's that, and he also loves popcorn so much, and of course I have to have an I love my beagle ornament. Also, a note for my curtains, which I am in love with. Look at the pattern on here and how that just matches my whole decor. If you see my rug here, it's the same blue. See, there's Zoe, always smiling, just like her ornament. See? It's the same blue. We tried to carry out that thread. It works so beautifully. It's from 2 Pages Curtain, and for anyone interested, I can write it in the show notes there. And then I just hung these little evergreen bows or swags on the doors here, and I think it's a nice little touch. Moving on, here is our little wet bar. We keep talking about when this is going to get renovated, and I'm so excited because I've had so much fun styling this whole area up for Thanksgiving and now Christmas that I can't wait until it is a fully extended wet bar where I'll have even more surface space. But here again we have the branding, which has been a huge hit for guests coming over and for ourselves. Here we have affectionately named our house the Harvard House. So I had some cocktail napkins made with this beautiful gold foil. And then I had these matchbook covers made. I noticed that a lot of people, let me try to get this better focus. A lot of people now like to collect matchbooks. So we like to give these to people as they come and go. So it says the Harvard House on one side, and then on the other side, it says Lyons. So nice. And then this is an antique that was given to us by our friend Chip. And of course I have some fresh evergreen there to set the tone. And our kitchen is very minimal in terms of decor. Don't mind these massive condiments on our counters. Mr. Lyons is actually catering a Christmas party for someone with his, I told you, his barbecue is award-winning, so he's getting prepped for that. I think that's Thursday. But all I did here was really just put some delicate bows in some burgundy satin ribbon here. Again, this whole thing is part of his produce. But I think it looks nice on the cutting boards and sweet. We have, these are our holiday mugs. We love it. I try to turn them around, and each day we decide, I'm like, today I choose joy, today I choose to be merry. It's either or. It's only Mr. Lyons and I, so we get it. And then this is just always a fun little joke I like to put up here. I found this, I think it's some thrift something or another, but I just think it's the cutest little thing. And here's another view of our tree from here. It's lit. And of course, like any Christmas tree, I think it just looks so beautiful with the lights on. You can get a good close-up look of the bows here. The oranges, which have turned out to be both mine and Mr. Lyons' favorite detail this year. But you know what? Dare I say, I don't care what your style of Christmas decor is, I have never seen a Christmas tree that I did not think was beautiful. Because, you know, if it makes you happy, it's beautiful. And this one is no exception. Here I have layered a tartan blanket. This was a tartan blanket that belonged to my brother, who just never seemed to find the need for it. And I put this out every single Christmas. I think it is so perfect. So herein lies, I kind of interweave my Ralph Lauren Christmas here with my new Christmas, but I think it's lovely. Some decorative accent pillows for Christmas as well. Style this area up here with Christmas candle, some greens. There's a fun blanket in here that I'm just not gonna unwrap right now, but again, with my Hi Molly, love for all things beagles, Molly's gonna show you. This is my Christmas beagle blanket right here. And then I just went to my local wholesaler, floral wholesaler, and I picked up these fresh evergreens and put them in this vase, and I think it looks absolutely extraordinary. So, so pretty. Here's another perspective coming from like our outside area in to see the tree and everything. I always have, we don't really watch TV until it's the evening and we're watching something. I am thrilled. Mr. Lyons is watching Downton Abbey with me right now. I couldn't be a happier wife if I tried. But I always have, this is on YouTube, I have it muted right now just so we don't get copyrighted. But I like to play jazz through the television, and we have the Sonos speakers throughout the house. And I always love that they do a nice seasonal scene. So I picked a wintry coffee house situation over there. And then, yeah, I did the same thing here with these ginger jars that I did in the kitchen, which is just put a delicate bow. The ones in the kitchen are satin. These are velvet, just because these are a little bit of a glossier texture. And I thought the velvet on this would work, and I think it does. And then, this may seem simple, but again, I have not had stairs, and so I loved doing this banister this year. And so we have velvet bows. I love the bells here. And then of course the oranges, and these came out so pretty. Now, oh, I don't know why these aren't on, but I have some of these little clip-on candles. Some are wonkier than others right now, but it really, really looks special at night. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this situation, but it looks so, so pretty. And you see the bells here again. Just the loveliest touch. So that perspective is, just so you know, now I'm backing up into my kitchen. So I get to look at this while we're in the kitchen preparing. And it's just the happiest, merriest little scene. Here are some fun little hidden nooks and crannies that I have here too. This is actually a box. And what I like to do is put Christmas cards in there as we receive them. I hate to say that I think Christmas cards are a dying novelty. I love them so much. That being said, I think I'm part of the problem. We haven't sent Christmas cards out in several years, but I absolutely love receiving them. And so I have that right here. It says Christmas Stories, and I've just kind of incorporated it with my other books here to style. And you see, you can just lift it up. It's a box. And I think it just works so well here. You can see it peeking out. If you're sitting on our couch watching TV or watching the fire, you can see it just peeking out here, just like you can see this one here. So these are also little boxes. It says Merry Christmas. And I just love anything that looks vintage. And this one here too. They just stack in here so lovely. And I think, I know, I found these at either, it was Home Goods or TJ Maxx, and I know they're one and the same, but I think like these little ones came from TJ Maxx, and this big guy came from Home Goods. Hello friends, and welcome back. Well, I am packing up here for a very special shoot I am about to do. I am even breaking out the red lipstick, and this is the Pat McGrath iconic red lipstick that Taylor Swift uses, and I am getting ready to do a holiday shoot for the channel, for the Christmas intro, and I've been so excited for this for weeks now, and it is finally here. I am meeting my videographer and editor, Bishop, and so we're gonna go a little bit around town and then here, and then just film this sort of beautiful Christmas introduction for all of the December videos leading up to Christmas. And I just think I want it to just get us all into the cozy spirit, and also to serve sort of as a legacy for the channel in the future, so I can look back on it, because I do plan on being here for the long haul. So I hope that I can do some behind the scenes. I hope I don't get too preoccupied in the whirlwind of everything, and take you along for that as well as the final products. So I am, like I said, packing things up, going to get ready to meet him, and we have really great weather. So excited. Also, there will be a debut of Mr. Lyons in this video, by popular demand, I might add. Anyway, so we're very excited. I gotta run. I'll catch you later.
Holly hanging across the door, neighbors singing tales of yore. It's so close, hardly can wait. Waking up on Christmas, children dreaming without a care. 'Tis the season most everywhere, so come home. There's no better place, waking up on Christmas Day. Tinsel wrapped around the tree, snowflakes dancing in the street. Presents tied up with a string for you and me. So grab your stocking above the fire, bells are rocking to the choir. No, nothing else is the same, waking up on Christmas Day, waking up on Christmas Day.
So that is my home tour in a nutshell. As I ran through it, I'm like, is it too simple? Is there enough in here? I mean, the house is certainly larger than our previous home, but I think we have just the right amount of touches in just the right places. But in a fun plot twist and fun move, Mr. Lyons explained to me yesterday evening that he went ahead and commissioned someone to put Christmas lights on the outside of our house, and by that he means our roof line. And I am so genuinely excited because I have never had Christmas lights on my house ever. So I am so looking forward to it. That said, I might not see it until I come back from a trip I have planned to Atlanta this week. More on that. I can't wait to share that with you. But the impetus for this trip is that my oldest daughter, Sarah, she graduated in the summer, but she is walking this week for her master's degree. And of course, I wouldn't miss it for any amount of money in the world. And then I'm extending, that's on Thursday, and then I'm extending that trip so it can just be her and me for the weekend. And I told her I just want to do all the Christmassy things. So I think she's going to line some things up. I know we're going to visit some fun places and maybe discover some new places. And I hope to take you along for that as well. But I'm coming to you also in an unexpected twist of fate and mishap. So if this video is a bit disjointed, it's because I'm a little disjointed, and that is I started the Christmas video a while ago, and then we had some visitors, and that was so great. Fun story. They are the parents of the couple that bought our home in Winter Park, and they were stopping by to share some mail that had inadvertently stayed there, and etc. Anyway, one thing just snowballed into another, turned into me fracturing this side of my nose. So I was kind of laid out for a little bit, disguising the swelling, hopefully, and bruising right here. Thankfully, it was not like the bridge of my nose, which deformed it in any way. It's just kind of swollen right now. It's just like right here. Super tender. Nosebleed, I mean, those cartoons where you see the birdies swimming, it was like that, but much better now. But apologies for anything that may have seemed a bit askew through this video, but nothing can hold me back now. In an odd twist of fate, these Tom Ford glasses, I think, saved my entire nose because that's what caught the brunt of it. They are now like warped, and I'm gonna have to go visit the optometrist also sometime this week at some point. But at any rate, thank you so much. I hope you love the Christmas video as much as I do. It encapsulates the essence of the Christmas season to me. May it be a reminder to you to appreciate the snippets and the memories and the experiences, big and small, through this entire Christmas and holiday season, and savor it so that they can serve as core memories for you. So I'll leave you with that note, and in the meantime, I will see you in next week's video. Bye-bye.